Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Spiritual Psychics TV and your fortnightly edition of Collective Consciousness, streaming live to you on Facebook and YouTube. Lovely to have your company, and please do let us know here at the channel who it is that we have joining us this evening, where it is that you are watching from, whether or not that be the UK or indeed overseas. We would love to know so that we can give you an acknowledgement. Now, as I say, we are streaming live via Facebook and YouTube, so please do be conscious that there is approximately a 10 to 15 time delay when you place your comments to us receiving them and vice versa. So patience is a virtue. If, however, when myself and my lovely guest medium are working direct with you as a recipient, we need you to work with us as quickly as you possibly can. So what I mean by that is, should we say we'd like to come to you because we've got a spirit link communicator that we want to relay a message from, we need you to converse with us through those comments as quickly as you can, because it just allows the vein of the message to continue and flow in the way that it should. Also, guys, you've probably been aware just recently we've got somebody who is posing to be Spiritual Psychics TV. Now, we here at the channel would never, ever contact anybody direct with regards to asking for money or indeed to give any type of messages. So should you receive a friend request from somebody claiming or pretending to be SPTV, please block and report accordingly, and that is very much appreciated. And as always, all of my lovely regulars that are joining, and I can see that you are because I can see your names are beginning to pop up. As always, please do share us out there. Please do share Spiritual Psychics TV out there to all of your social media platforms. If you're watching via Facebook, it's absolutely easy to do. You've just got to hit that share button just down below underneath the graphic screen there. And again, if you're watching on YouTube, it's the little swirly arrow icon, again, that just sits in the box underneath the graphics there as well. That allows you to copy and paste that onto all of your social media platforms. So producer Richard, who is it that we've got joining us here this evening? Let's say a few hellos to some of the lovelies that are here this evening. We've got the lovely Terry Louise, who's watching via YouTube. Good evening to you, Terry, saying good evening, Bill, Sandra, and producer Richard. We've got Holy Cat, who's also joining via YouTube, saying hello, everyone. Hope you are having a great evening. A great evening back to you, and thanks for holding space. Gemma Chriselle, hi there, Gemma. You're watching via Facebook, saying good evening. Good evening to you, and thank you for being here. Marion Clabon is also joining, and she's saying evening all from Norfolk, watching via Facebook. Good evening to you, Marion. Gemma Livermore is also with us, and she's also watching via Facebook, saying evening. Good evening to you, Gemma. Lovely for you to hold space here, my lovely, along with Nicola Humphreys, who is joining via YouTube, saying good evening, everyone. Good evening to you. Lovely profile picture of your little pussycat there. How beautiful. Bernie Garrigan is tuning in all the way from Dublin. Hiya there, Bernie. Thanks for holding space. It's very much appreciated. Heather Green, you are watching via YouTube, saying hi, Bill, Sandra, and everyone. Good evening to you. And to Elizabeth Gates, who is watching via Illinois on Facebook. So good evening to you. Thank you very much for holding space there, Elizabeth. Ali J is watching via Facebook, saying hi, long time no see. Hope everyone is well. Welcome back to the channel, Ali. It's lovely to have you here, my lovely. Thank you for holding space. And we've also got the lovely Hayley Louise, who joins us via Facebook, popping up lots of lovely butterflies. Thank you for holding space there, Hayley. I will come and say a few more hellos to you guys in just a few more minutes. But first of all, I think it's about time to bring our lovely guest medium onto screen and introduce the lovely Sandra Doughty to you all.
Hello there, everybody. Hello, Bill, Richard, and Hayley Louise, I can see.
Absolutely. Hello, Sandra. How are you?
I'm very well. Yeah, good.
Good. Now, Sandra, let's talk a little bit about you before we do some readings here this evening. Let's introduce everybody a little bit about yourself. how long is it that you have been working with spirit?
Actually working probably about 15, 16 years, but into spirit probably a lot longer when they were trying to push me along the path, kicking and screaming.
So
Not literally,
that would have been, and as it does to quite a lot of us.
Again, until you get the message that this is what you're going to be doing.
Absolutely. And during your time of working with spirit there, Sandra, you've not only been working as a medium, have you? You've also been a mentor.
Yes. Yeah.
So you've taught people mediumship. What else is it that you've got under your wing?
Healing. I've done Reiki, masters, spiritual healing, NLP, Indian head massage, lots of different things that I did back in the day that all came forward with me now, which is very, very helpful. I've had lots of very lovely, strange mentors myself, one being in India. Was a sheikh. I did 2 weeks of intense prayer meditation, going around tombs with a Sufi group, which was really interesting. I wondered why at the time, but now I know, because obviously it's helped me along the pathway and cleared me. So lots of really strange things, actually.
Amazing. What an amazing experience to have as well. I bet that was phenomenal.
It was, yes.
Wow. And a little birdie tells me that you're going to be opening your own spiritualist centre into that. Well, I believe that there's a memorial service that's taking place this side of Christmas, and then 2023, we're looking forward to Sandra hosting her own mediumship events.
I will be, yes. The memorial's next week for a lovely lady that ran a very small, something young spiritualist it was called, and everybody was over 80, and it was beautiful. Unfortunately, she went to spirit, and the family wanted it taken over. So myself and my friend medium Maria are doing that.
Well, the very best of luck to you.
Thank
and I
you.
hope that all goes the way that it. I'm not going to say the way that it should, because I know it will go the way that it should do. So the very best of luck.
We've got lovely backing, lovely help.
Good. Right, so shall we say a few hellos to some of the lovelies at home? Before we do that, though, just let everybody know at home where it is that they can find you on Facebook. I know Richard's pasting your link as we speak.
It's Sandra Doughty Medium.
Wonderful. And that's where you can find Sandra,
guys. They can find me there in Spirit Messengers group. They can find me there.
Perfect. Yeah. Wonderful. So let's say a few hellos then, Sandra. As you're the guest, you go first with whom it is that we're going to say hello to, and producer Richard will start popping the comments up very, very shortly for us.
Okay. Oh, Christine. Hello, Christine. Yes. Thank you so much for coming in. Spoke to her not very long ago on WhatsApp. Thank you, Christine. Hello. Hope you're really, really well still.
And we've got the lovely Liz Kennedy, who joins us via Facebook. Hi there, Liz. She's saying hi to Liz. Richard. There's a hello there for you, producer Richard.
Yes. You are.
you are very important, Richard. Absolutely.
And hello, Elizabeth from South Wales. Lovely. Wonder if it's wet there as it is here.
Yeah, it's a bit of a ropey day today in South London, isn't it? And we've got Kelly Massey, who joins via Facebook, saying hello there to you, Kelly. Thank you for holding space, my lovely.
Oh, hello, Kaylee. Hayley. Sorry, it's the glasses. Hayley Goodwin. And that's a lovely thank you. Hope you're really well. And that's YouTube. I'm going to get used to this, aren't I?
Yeah, see, I told you it was easy. And we've got Debbie Charge, who joins via Facebook. It's lovely to have you holding space here, Debbie. Thank you for being here.
And Tina Collins from Facebook. It's lovely to have you here. Thank you for coming in, all of you.
There's a wonderful thing about the community here at SPTV, Sandra. Everybody interacts with one another. So even when somebody's in receipt of a message, everybody is just championing them on as they receive it. It's lovely to see. And you'll see that as the comments start
Maria,
growing.
I've got to say hello to Maria.
You've got to do it, absolutely.
I have got to say hello, Maria, on Facebook. Yes, it will be great when we get going. She is my partner in crime for the centre that Bill was telling you about.
Evening, Maria. Lovely for you to hold space with us this evening, my lovely. We've got Miranda, who is joining via Facebook. Hi there, Miranda. Thank you for being here.
Hello, Miranda. Lulu, hello. I love those hearts, love those colours. Thank you for coming in via Facebook.
Absolutely. And we've also got joining us here this evening, Margaret O'Brien, who's watching by YouTube, saying, hi, Bill. And it's not Sarah, it's Sandra, Margaret.
Oh, but Margaret, that's perfectly all right, because people usually call me Sharon. So I love Sarah.
Well, I get called a few names, but I don't think we can talk about them live on air.
Good evening, Stace. Lovely for you to come in.
Oh, yes, Stace. And we've also got Caroline McKelvey, who's watching from Scotland. That's lovely for you to hold space, Caroline. And again, guys, please do share us out there. Please do share Spiritual Psychics TV out there to all of your social media platforms. It just helps us grow here at the channel, because everything we do is absolutely free. So the one thing that we ask from you, if you can, is just share us out there so we can reach as many people as we possibly can. Sandra, why don't you do this next acknowledgement, and then if it's all right with you, I think we'll start getting Richard to randomise the comments, because I can start feeling a bit of a build-up going on.
Yeah, there is a build-up, yeah. Okay. All right, then, we'll do that. So, Haley, good evening, sorry. Via Facebook, and I don't know, the ladies just look so lovely in that picture coming over. That's all. And thank you for the good evening, everybody.
Absolutely. Right. So, sorry, Richard, could you repeat that? 20 shares so far. God bless each and every single one of you that have shared those 20 out. Let's see if we can get 20 more, and then another 20, and 20 more on top of that. Let's beat producer Richard's record share. 250. Where are you getting 250 from? I tell you, guys. I'll tell you, he does. Come on, everybody, just keep sharing it then.
Let's win the prize.
Producer Richard, would you please randomise the comments so we can see who it is that we feel drawn to with spirit? Okay, so we've got lovely Kimberly Dolby. Sandra, shout stop if you see somebody that you're drawn to particular before myself.
I will do.
And as those comments are just randomising, I'm just going to just let everybody at home know who might be watching for the first time here this evening a little bit about Collective Consciousness. Collective Consciousness is a show that is dedicated purely to mediumship. It is a virtual platform that I share with a guest medium every fortnight, and what we attempt to do is, with the communication of our guide team, our past loved ones, our family, and our friends, our angelic helpers, we ask them to direct us to one of you lovelies at home with regards to presenting a reading from, again, one of your past loved ones, family and friends in spirit. But we work in unison. So as opposed to it just being a singular message from one medium, you're getting two mediums working on the one recipient link. I hope that that makes sense. Have you got anybody that you feel interested in?
A lady that came up just now, Marion Carbon, I think her name was. Okay. Marion Carbon. She just popped up, and as she popped up, that's it, with that lovely little dog, and that came forward, and also a little dog came in at the same time in here. It didn't upset the cats, but it came in, and I had a lady coming around me that was very, very cuddly and very mum-like. She said she's mum, but she's given me lots of mixed emotions at the moment. I'm feeling quite teary. There's something going on around at the moment, anniversary-wise, and I can feel my voice going a bit choked. But Mum is so pleased to be here that she's got her arms around you. She's just showing me how she's got her arms around you. And she's just saying, keep your chin up. You know what to do. You know where to go. You know that we're with you. We love you. Got a gentleman coming in with her as well, who's not actually saying who he is. He's giving a grandfather feeling to me for you and holding you tight and giving you strength. And he said, right now, you need that strength, love, and that's what we're giving you. The red hearts are popping out on there for you with their love and their help. And they're also putting lots of healing around you, lots of healing around your family, and lots of strength and upliftment. And that's just what she keeps on saying. She's giving me forget-me-nots, roses, and she's just picked out one rose from a bunch, as she's calling it, and handing it to you. And she's just saying it was given to spirit and it's coming back from spirit to you for you to hold and put here and know that we're forever loved.
Oh,
and then
lovely.
she's just stepping back a little bit because I feel very, very like I want to cry.
Bless
and
you.
It's emotional. It's not like a real sadness, but it's just so emotional. She is at the moment.
So we are getting a little bit of feedback there from Marion for you.
Thank you, Marion.
Yes, there is. So Marion, just make sure, and indeed everybody that's watching at home who will be interacting with us this evening, just make sure that if we're working with you, that you try to be as elaborate as you possibly can when you're answering any information that it is that we're presenting for you, because it just, again, helps with the continuity of the message, and it just helps the fluidity of the message continue to grow. She does need the strength. Lovely, she's saying as well there to you, Sandra. I was getting a great sense as I was just starting to tap into the feeling of this message, Sandra. I want to go more so with the gentleman because I'm getting that gentleman's energy that just builds up here. But what I was very conscious of what I was doing was, as I was linking in with him, I was beginning to start to sway and rock and go backwards and forwards and go backwards and forwards. Generally, that's my trigger and understanding with spirit to identify that there would have been some type of condition where I felt so uneasy with regards to having to cope with an immense amount of pain. So he's making me feel as though this would have been a coping mechanism that would have been evident with him when he was here on the earth plane, with just this little bit of this swaying and this rocking motion. But I also know as well that as he feeds that information to me, I too want to wrap Marion up at this moment in time with an abundance of upliftment and an abundance of healing as well. This helps me to at this time. Bless you, Marion. Thank you for your feedback, my lovely. We really do appreciate it. But as I'm saying, Sandra, I do feel that I've got that sense of wanting to just envelope her. That's how I feel. I want to say envelope her, because I'm just getting like the yellow colours that are just being played out within my mind, as well as the blue colours. And for me, when I work with those, they're my triggers, they're my understandings. Upliftment for yellow, blue for healing. So this is something Marion needs at this particular moment in time. Marion as well, I feel that I just want to be saying to you, I want to be careful around my knee, or my knees, you would understand, because spirit are just drawing me down into my knee area at this moment in time. Whether this sits with you or this is directly linked to you, I want to send out an extra element of support around the knee area there as well. I just want to bring a little bit more of the essence of this gentleman forward though, if I can. Sandra, if that's all right with you.
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't feel as though I want to stand as a particularly tall chap. Yes, this is true with your dad. Thank you, my lovely. I don't feel as though I want to stand particularly tall with him, because he gives me a great understanding about just fitting particularly well within my frame, but also just within it and underneath it, within height, you would understand. I also know with this gentleman as well that I would have been somebody that was very good with regards to, you can take that too, Bill. Thank you, Marion. I would have been very good with the way that I would have conversed with people, but I also feel as though I would have been my best friend towards the end of my earthly life, where I feel that he would have liked his own company, or would have shut himself off just a little bit with regards to wanting a detachment from the outside world, because I don't feel as though I can cope with things particularly well when there's too much going on and I'm being bombarded with too much information that I feel would have been an issue to process as well there, Marion. So again, please do give me the feedback and let me know if you understand what it is that he's placing with me there, my lovely. I also just want to come in to the month of February and acknowledge that as a birthday, an anniversary, or a passing you would identify to, or indeed this would sit with he. And I'm just going to hand over to Sandra to see what else it is that she's got, because I can see it ticking over in her mind.
Yeah, it is ticking over in my mind, Marion. It's the lady that I've got more your mum. And when Bill was talking about the aches and pains, she was giving me a very painful lower back. It was like, it was awful to try and stand up. She said she's not saying if that's her or you, but it really, I mean, I can feel it, and love her, she's going to take it away from me, love.
Oh.
But she was giving me that, and she was just, and also she was showing me a wheelchair. Again, she's not being who's got it, but obviously with this back, somebody would have needed a push around and a little bit of help. And also she's saying directly to you as well, Marion, that it won't hurt you to ask for a bit of help, because everybody needs it. People will give it to you, but you are so stubborn, as she's putting it, that you don't like to disturb people, if you like. You don't, you think that they've got their own lives, but you do need a little bit of help now and again. So she said, please ask for it, and we hear you. We hear what you're asking for. We do everything in our power that we can to give that to you and to help you. And also, we're giving you lots of signs around it at the moment. She's showing me lots of different things. Pot calling the kettle black there, Marion, isn't it, really? But she's giving you a sign with a wheelchair, but not saying you're going to be in it. But she's giving me little birds, and I often say this, I know they're common, but she's just saying that you have seen some where you don't usually see them. So that's just a sign from her. She's also given me lots of, she's just put a spread in, it's lovely, a spread in front of me of cakes and scones and buns, and I'm not sharing them with anybody because it's beautiful and gorgeous. And also, and I know you said about birthday, but I've got a birthday cake, but she's also given me November and December for anniversaries. Not so much around Christmas as Christmas, but for birthdays, anniversaries passing. And also she's going to April and the spring. And she's just saying, you keep your chin up, girl, because you've got lots and lots of spiritual help and physical help. But lots and lots of love, lots of love. Robins, I love the robins when they
they so she's just giving messengers. You the feedback. Robins, yes, 100%, most definitely. Marion, just before we send these lovely souls back up to the angels there, can you relate and understand why it is that Dad would want to bring a shotgun into my mind here? Can you understand that there would either be a significance with regards to him being in possession of a shotgun? I feel as though I just want to spray off of that somewhat and just talk about a shotgun wedding. Where does the shotgun wedding fit into this information that it is that he's trying to drop into my mind? I'll be very interested to know. So please do let me know if you can relate and understand why it is that he's brought that into the forefront of my mind there. But as I say, just before we send them back up to the angels, I'm going to see if I can get a parting gift from them to leave with you, whether that be symbolic or indeed something that was exchanged within the physical before they made their journey back home. And Marion's just given a bit more feedback, Sandra, saying yes to December anniversary and also April. So that's wonderful. We've been able to link all of the information so far that they've worked so hard to share with us, which is lovely. Right, where am I going with this gift for the lovely Marion? What is it that we want to share with her here at this moment in time? Okay. Mum just wants to bring forward significance of why she's doing this with me. I feel that there must be something going on within the home, or there must be some type of change with regards to lighting within your home. But she's bringing in a lampshade, one of the old-fashioned style lampshades you would relate to, where they were kind of like scalloped as they went around, but then they had like little tassel fringy bits that were just hanging on the end of it. Now, I don't know if she's trying to bring that into my mind with regards to that would be a memory link association, or indeed acknowledging that there's some type of change that's happening around you at this moment in time within the home with the lighting. So I'm bringing that forward. I'm leaving that, dropping that into your lap as a gift there, Marion. And I'm going to say, for myself and Sandra, God bless you. And thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to work with you. Lots of love. Bless you. So that was lovely, wasn't it?
Yes.
Good. Okay. Should we get producer Richard to randomise his comments again then? See who it is that we're drawn to next.
Get him to do some work.
86 shares so far, guys. Thank you so much. Very, very much appreciate. Let's see if we can beat producer Richard's 250. Oh, thank you, Terry. Thank you, Terry. Thank you very much indeed. She's just given us a little bit of a heads up. She's admin. She knows exactly how many shares he got. It was 232. So that's what we're going to look to beat tonight.
We're going to have that.
With your help, share us out there. God bless you.
All these people are going to do
it. Right, let's see who else it is that we've got joining us here this evening. We've got Tom Moyle, Melissa Scott, Lavina Ferran, Stay Shaw, Heather Green, Dawny Taylor, Sarah Matthews, Rachel Eyre, Natalie Bentley. Can you go back to Melissa Scott, please, Richard? Melissa Scott. Yeah, I don't know about you, Sandra, but I got a slight sense and a pull of wanting to just come back to Melissa. Again, I'm just working on a gentleman energy that just starts to conjoin and build up here with me. He's affecting my chest at this moment in time, so I know that he's bringing into my mindset that there would have been chest issues. I do feel as though I went to spirit rapid. I do feel as though I went spirit side quick. I don't feel as though I've got a passing or a build up to my passing. I'm getting a little bit gobbledygook and mumble jumbled within my mindset as well as he starts to present this information. I do feel as though I want to step over to Dad's side of the family with this gentleman by all means, and I do feel as though if I'm not with Dad, I would be with Dad's dad. And with this chap, as I say, I identify, I go spirit side quite rapid, quite quickly. I don't feel as though there's been enough time for everybody to say their goodbyes. I feel as though I've left people on the earth plane that have felt cheated. But I want to come here today. I want to come here to let everybody know that I am okay. I am living what I would perceive to be the best life now that I've made this transition to spirit. He makes me understand. God love him. I also feel, sounds like Granddad, thank you, Melissa. I also feel as well that there would have been some type of issue with Granddad that he makes me aware of, where he would have sustained some type of back injury, because he makes me feel at this moment in time that he wants to knock me off key. He wants to bend me over somewhat in my stature and my stance there, you would understand, Melissa. So again, do let me know if this relates and you can understand exactly what it is that he's doing and sharing out here with me as well. You know what? I want to be somebody that's always very busy with him. He makes me feel as though he wasn't one who could sit down and sit still for 5 minutes. There's always something on the go. And even when he was sitting still, you know, he was still on the move. Like he was wiggling his feet, or he was like playing around with his hands and his fingers. My mum used to say things like this to me when I was a little boy, and I haven't changed now that I've grown into an older man. But she says to me, have you got Survivor's Dance? Because I just couldn't, and I still can't, I just can't keep still. And that's what he's doing as he's working within my mind. He's just giving me the essence of that understanding there as well. But as he places that with me, Melissa, I feel as though I need to drop some of this into your lap at this moment in time with regards to an understanding. Not sure with a back injury, but he was off stance. Thank you, my lovely. That would make sense then. Apologies. Sometimes we don't always get it right, but that's what he made me feel I wanted to share. I'm dropping that into your lap at this moment in time with regards to this unsettlement. Okay, with this not being able to sit still. As I feel that I'm just connecting in with you at this moment in time, I have to acknowledge that there's lots of changes that are going on within my mind. And I need to say to you, we need to start reining things back in. Okay, my lovely, what you've got to do is you've got to focus on one thing at a time, he's telling me here, because you're trying to do too many things all at once and you're finding it very difficult to juggle, you would understand. I also know with this gentleman that he would have been somebody that would have been very much forward speaking, and he would have said things as it was. And this is the way that he presents and works with me here this evening. And again, it's something that I want to be dropping into your lap one more time with regards to saying to you, you have got to be a lot more forward speaking with regards to the scenario or the situation that you've got that's going on around you, where we need to be speaking our mind. We need to freely be saying things that we've been holding on to, you would understand, my lovely. No more fluffing things down. I feel as though you know this already. You've been told to do this by people that are around you. And as I talk about the people around you, I know that I've got a good support network he makes me want to acknowledge with regards to issues that have happened. And I hope that that makes sense with you, my lovely. That's what I've got for this time. I'm going to hand over to lovely Sandra so that she can come in on this message and deliver what it is that she's picking up there.
Hello, Melissa. I got the female side of the family. I got a grandmother that came in, and she was, again, she comes in very, 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 very close, and she's going like this down as if like chest. She's going to her lungs, and I'm feeling very constricted and difficult to breathe at the time. It feels more like an asthma type thing. That's what she's giving me here. She's also given me a lot of pain in my hand with the arthritis. And she was coming through as well and saying, regardless, she was a tough lady. She said what she needed to say. And she said, what she wants to say to you is just to clarify that you really do have to speak up for yourself with the situation that's here. I think that's what you touched on. I'm not quite there at that time, but she's showing me the blue around the throat for opening. And she's just saying that the situation will not go away until you have said what you need to say. And she said, there's a lot of what you want to say in your head, but it's best if you stick with what you need to say. You know what to do. You know how to iron this out. She's with you. She's behind you. She's pushing you. Not horribly, obviously, but she is pushing you because she said, if you look at it this way, as soon as you've done that, and you've sorted all this out and you've had your say, you've put your cards on the table, you can move on. All this tightness, maybe this is you, this tightness, and I've got stomach churning, you know, I'm not making that a big issue, but what she's saying is it's uncomfortable for you. And she's sitting there sort of like, you know, gently rubbing your back to get some healing into you and just really to let you know that they're both there. But she is there. She's saying, please, because, you know, she said, all this can be sorted for you. She's shown me an open book with blank pages. And she just said that book is open, ready for you for your next chapter. And at the same time, because I've got the table here, I don't know how much you can see, but she's like this with the table and she's brushing away. She was a very tidy lady, but she's doing that and she's just saying, get everything in order. You've got it there, and have confidence and faith in yourself. And she said, and you will move forward. With that as well, she's just brought a little dog in as well, a little black dog, and plunked it on my lap, much to the animal's disgust. But it's a lovely little dog, and it's just curled up and gone to sleep. And she's just saying that the comfort that you can get from animals, you can get from people. But she said, you know, that animals are true. So she's just giving that to you and saying, please, please, she said, just do it. You're going backwards and forwards and round in circles. And she said, it's time for you to move on. Oh, thank you. It all makes sense. You know, she said, go forward. You'll be fine. She said, you're a lovely person. Forget what's been said and go forward. Lots and lots of love. Beautiful red heart being put over you and around you. Thank you.
How lovely. How lovely. Melissa, just before we send these lovely souls back up to the angels there, I'm just asking him for a parting gift. But he's saying to me, I've not quite finished yet, because what he's showing me within my mind's eye here at this moment in time is the clicking of camera. He's showing me the clicking of camera. I feel as though I need to acknowledge a photo shoot, or I need to tell you to continue to push forward for this photo shoot. I don't know why I'm getting it, but again, we share what it is that Spirit placed with us. So that's the first thing that he wants to talk about. And then he's working with me symbolically here. And what he's showing me is that there's a rose for every grandchild. There's a rose for every grandchild. And he's acknowledging this, but can you understand that somebody would have placed and put a rose on his chest, please? Because and this would have been at his final resting place, you would understand as well. This would have been in memory of his life before he was sent spirit side, because he just makes me feel as though I want a fresh flower just in the lapel of my jacket there. So I'm going to leave that information with you and hope that it relates. You can understand what it is that he's given me. Say God bless you for myself and Sandra, and we're going to send them both back off up to the angels. God bless you, Melissa. Thank you. There we go. Not sure about the photos, but I take lots of the kids. Well, I feel I'm not going to deviate from what it is that he's given me here, Melissa, and I'm not by no means going to try and make it fit. But I want to say to you that there is a significance with regards to why he's placing photo shoot within my mind. So if I work on that symbolically, this is all about that change of image. This is all about taking control. This is all about presenting the new you to the outside world. So I hope that that fits better and you understand. I'm going to say God bless you and thank you so much. There we go, Sandra. How was that?
Okay, I think everybody's happy at the moment.
Good, good.
Yes.
So we'll just continue with the vein of this because it feels right. Yes. And the flow's going lovely. So we'll just get Richard to continue to randomise the comments for us. And again, shout out who it is that you feel that you're getting drawn to. Yeah. And we'll go with our next communicator from Spirit. We've got lovely Sue Lawrence who joins.
Andy Watson from Australia. Hello.
Yeah.
Mary Butcher.
Good day. Marcia, Gillian, and
Rose. That's
Janetta.
Actually, can we go back to the first lady? I keep getting her and the Australian lady back in my head. Sue Lawrence. Yeah.
Okay.
Good evening, Sue. I feel a very, very strong presence of a lot of family coming around at the moment, almost like they're having a celebration, whether it's here or if it's in the spirit world. But there's something going on where they all want to be around, and they do love a party, as we know. The main person that wants to come and speak to you is coming through as Mother, and she called herself Mother, but she's got tongue in cheek as if she had a lovely sense of humour. That's how she's feeling to me. And what she's doing is she said, I'm bringing them all in and I'm gathering them all up, Sue, and we're putting them around you. You're not alone. You are not alone. She keeps on repeating that. She said, we're hearing what you're saying. We're hearing what you're asking. And as she's coming even closer and closer, she's giving me the feeling that she would have been a lady that would have been there for everybody, and she would have helped. And she said, which is what you do. She would have gone around and she would have been the neighbour that people would have knocked on the door, and if you knock on her door you get a cup of tea and a biscuit, and if you're lucky you'd get your dinner as well. That type of person. It's like, what's she calling it, hotel really, in one door and out the other door. But that's how she liked it, and she looked after it. She's saying that there was a lot of family around, and family get-togethers were the key pin to everybody staying together. And it's sad that the family has fragmented now. And this is what she's saying. You're doing what you're doing, but you can't do for everybody. Please start concentrating on yourself at the moment. Be your old self. She said, just sort of give yourself time to think. There's lots of things going on that need to be sorted out, lots of earthly things that need to be sorted, practical things. But she said, please look after yourself, and just know, she said, that it's not all going to get done in the day. Now she's showing me lots of fresh food, lots of fresh cooking, and she's just putting all that in front of you. So, she could be saying, make sure you eat properly. But she's also shown me a lot of sweet things as well. So one of you or her, had a very, very sweet tooth. With that, she's bringing in a birthday cake. So there was an anniversary, November, September, also December and January. And she just wants to thank you so much. There's other folks here that are waving to you and saying thank you. And they're saying thank you for their care. So I'm going to, I can't read that. First time hearing from I'm right about fragmented. Okay, thank you, Sue. There's lots of people in spirit giving you thanks as if you cared for them. She said, care for yourself now. She's just showing me, I can't see your face obviously, but she's showing me a pair of earrings hanging on you. And she just said that they were around and they are for you. She's also putting a lovely bracelet on my wrist. And she's just saying, don't even worry about earthly things. She wants to put a Bible down as well that she said was in the cupboard. And she's just showing me this, it's like a small family Bible that was around. She said it was always in the cupboard. And she had her faith and her strength. And she knew where to go and what to do. And that was her part. That was how she coped. That's what she done. You use your own. You have faith in spirit. Use it. So she said, I did, but she said it wasn't actually in the spirit as what we're talking about here. But she said, I did have my faith. With that, she is bringing in a priest. I'm not saying it's her priest, but she has brought a priest in who is standing there and he's just laughing because everything's all the same when they get to heaven. So, but he's there as well. You've got that. There's a religious black background somewhere. And they just please, she's just going like this, just please, she put a rosary around you, and that's given to me for symbolic of protection and love for you from spirit. Brilliant. So she's put that around you like that, and she's going, please, we're helping you, we are really trying to help you sleep. And then I've got a cough, but she really wants to make me cough now. She's come quite forward, and somebody would have had a very I'm not even going to do it, but it was like a hacking, barking cough, and it hurts right down here when I do. And she just come forward and made me feel like that, and also quite giddy. So right at the moment, I'll sit and have a little chat with her while Bill carries on, and I get off the giddiness bit. She's lovely, lovely.
A beautiful message. And do you know what, Sandra, there's such a beautiful energy that comes in with this message as well from this lady. I feel as though I'm just being walked and taken around the home at this moment in time with her, that I need to talk, first of all. So apologies. I mean, you know, when we start bringing evidence through, for some people it's beautiful flowers and boxes of chocolates, but she wants to give me a sack of potatoes, a big sack of potatoes that would have stood on the floor. I'm not talking about the small size bags that we get nowadays out of Sainsbury's, okay? I'm talking about a big sack of potatoes, and there's a significance with regards to potatoes, or me wanting to say potatoes to you. You would understand, okay? So I don't know if there's some type of Irish link or Irish connection that she wants to drop into the forefront of my mind. But I'm also hearing her talk about the press. And generally, the press is referred to as a cupboard by a lot of our Irish comrades. So you would understand that, again, she wants to bring the essence of me going overseas and going over water, and acknowledging that there is this type of Irish link that I need to bring into the forefront of your mind and connect within the family dynamics there as well. And it's really important, she was saying to me, as she was talking to me and taking me around and showing me a little bit what's going on within this kitchen area. Yes, your mum used to buy potatoes in a sack, perfect. But it's also important to go to the green grocers. And it's also important to buy all of the loose vegetables. So it's not like it is nowadays where we just go and we pick up like a cellophane's packet up. She was very particular with regards to the way that we selected. And there was a specific greengrocers that she would have wanted you to have used, you would understand. So she's just, again, giving me a little bit of an understanding about her and her personality, how fastidious it is, or it was, that she was like when she was on the earth plane, you would understand as well. I do feel with her as well that I don't want to be overly dressed. I feel as though I want to be very sensibly dressed where this lady's concerned. I want to be a little bit more refined, you would understand. I don't want to be over made up by any means. You took her to Ireland for her 80th. There's the significance of why she kept doing that with me. Thank you. And I want to be a little bit more simplistic as I say. I don't want to be over made up by any means. I know that, as most ladies, I know it sounds very cliche information, but I know that she was partial to a bag or 10. Not just one, a bag or 10. So I know that she really did, or there's some type of connection with you would understand with these bags. And that's the reason why she's bringing that information forward here, because I like change and I like a constant change of things going on as well. But also, can you understand about the significance of that? She shows me within my mind, there's one bag and it's a tethered black leathered bag, which had like a beige or a dark brown lining that she shows me within my mind that had a tear that just sits towards the bottom, where it would have kind of like capped into a corner here, and there was a tear, and I feel as though there's something significant she wants me to pick up on and bring forward with regards to there being like a little tatted piece of paper with like words or shopping list or something that was written down that we've found since she's gone spirit side. And if we haven't, I want to place that in your lap and ask you to look, because I feel that this bag is still of significance right now. She always taught you how to choose the vegetables as well, which is absolutely fantastic. Sandra, what else is it that you've got? Because I feel that I've just dried up. I've got really giddy with her, just and excited about these bags for some reason.
She was giddy. I think it might have been picking up those potatoes. What she was saying, so when Bill was talking about how she was and how she dressed and that, and she was just laughing and she was nudging. She was doing this like to me, but she said, "Don't forget about the brogues." And she said, "Sue, make sure that you get a good pair of walking shoes and stop trying to cram your feet into what don't fit you properly." So there you are, with lots of love and laughter.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And the last thing that she drops within my mind, Sandra, before we send her back up on her way up to the angels there, she just brings in a beautiful bright yellow sunflower within my mind. But I feel as though I would have loved sunflowers. I would have liked to have looked out of my window and I would have liked to have watched them growing. So I know that there's some type of significance within the garden, or indeed directly linked around the home, where I would have looked out and I would have enjoyed looking at these sunflowers growing and nurturing them. So she brings that forward as your gift there. So God bless you, and thank you so much for giving myself and Sandra the opportunity of working with you. How many shares have we got now, producer Richard, may I ask? And remember, Terry's on admin, so she's keeping an eye on it as well.
She's doing the truth.
Absolutely. 103. Bless you guys. Thank you so much for sharing us out there. Keep it going. Absolutely. Listen, we're going to be back with you in just a couple of minutes. Don't go nowhere. We're just going to pop up a couple of adverts with regards to what you can expect from Spiritual Psychics TV, and then we'll be back to share some more readings with all of you lovelies that are joining us tonight.
Spiritual Psychics TV are happy to tell you about their second holistic fair. Our event has over 30 stalls, with 8 readers, free talks, and workshops throughout the day. From 1 p.m. on the day, we have a free mediumship demonstration with Deb Clark. Our holistic fair has 5 different crystal stalls, 2 homemade soap specialists, with 6 different healers, ranging from spiritual, Reiki and sound healing. Readers such as Matt and Kirsty Grogan, Polly Harnett, Sam O'Neill, Jane Morton, Nick Brown, Emily Baker, and Patty Kennedy. We also have a variety of other interesting stalls available. Our event is on Saturday 3rd of December starting from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. at the Waterlooville Community Centre. Come and say hello, enjoy the free workshops, talks, have a private reading, and purchase some wonderful Christmas gifts at the SPTV Holistic Fair. My Spirit Life is a free online interactive magazine for those who have an interest in improving their spiritual lives. Authors can upload images, videos, and audio clips to their own articles. The public can place comments, rate the article, and follow the author. All articles are vetted before being published. For more information and to place your own article, please visit myspiritlife.co.uk.
So lots to look forward to coming up with Spiritual Psychics TV, guys. Do keep an eye out for that Christmas fair there. And indeed, if you are local to Waterlooville, then why not go along and say hello on the day? And talking about Christmas, on the 2nd of December, we've got a mediumship demonstration with the lovely Deb Clark, Matt and Kirsty Grogan, which starts at 7:30. I believe there are only 3 remaining tickets left, and then it is fully sold out. So if you were contemplating on going along to that demo, get online and get your tickets booked quick, because there's only 3 remaining tickets. So wonderful. Right, Sandra, how are you feeling this evening with these lovely readings?
Lovely, lovely people. All their energy comes over. It is really, really lovely. Yes.
Yeah, it's a lovely community channel.
Yeah.
You know, everybody, as I say,
thank you,
really
Lucy.
has the backs of everybody that receives readings, and they're very complimentary and they're very encouraging. So keep that going.
Yeah,
guys.
no, it's lovely.
Absolutely. We've got the lovely Susan Brothwood Hughes. She was on the show a couple of weeks back, actually, and saying good evening, Bill and Sandra. Hi there, Susan. How are you, my lovely?
Hi, Katerina, Brian. Lovely. VOC energy is good. It is lovely tonight. Are you choosing this time, Bill?
Yeah, we can do if you're drawn.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I was happy saying hello to everybody.
I was getting carried away with it there myself.
Want you to be on to us in a minute.
Yeah, we've got the lovely Eva who joins. We've got Babs Barnes who is joining as well, and Pinkham. Hello, Anne. Richard Taylor. Judith saying hello. Lisa Beckett. Gypsy Soul Gypsy. Oh, I want to go to Gypsy Soul Gypsy.
Go on, man.
I want to go to Gypsy Soul Gypsy. Can I work with you, my lovely? Instantly, as I saw this lady's profile image flash up, I got a lady to just stood in beside me straight away. And I don't want to be particularly tall with this lady. As I start to bring the essence of her into my room and yours, my lovely, you would understand. I don't want to be particularly tall with her at all. So for a lady, she would have been on the shorter side of life. She would have had a lot of dark hair, but this dark hair would have been helped along with the use of a bottle of colour. You would understand there, my sweetheart. She does come close to me on a very maternal strength of vein. So if I'm not with mum, I'm with mum's mum, you would understand. And she would have very much have been like a mum to you if I'm working on that grandmother link vibration here for you. I want to be a little bit more rounded in my physique with this lady as well. And if I'm being perfectly honest, excuse me, I don't want this to sound rude, but she was a little bit more gifted up on top than me as well, because she just presents herself with a slightly fuller physique up top there, my lovely. Okay, and she's being a little bit jovial with me as she's doing this, so I know that she would have been able to have held her own, okay, and would have stood her ground, especially where the men are concerned. She makes me understand as though I need to acknowledge that she would have had a lot of boys around her, and she would have had to have really held on to the reins and ruled them in. Not saying that she would have been like a matriarch type of figure, but she very much would have been in control with regards to the boys, you would understand, as she just brings that information to me. So Gypsy Soul Gypsy, if you are still with us, please do give us some feedback, because if we don't get the feedback, then we are going to have to move on to another communicator. Because we've only got a very short window space with regards to working with each and every single one of you. Have we got any communication back from her, is it, Richard? Okay, thank you. Right, so if she doesn't get... No? Okay, let's move on then. Right, Sandra, Gypsy Soul Gypsy, sorry, my lovely, if you are here. If you've not responded, we are going to have to move on because we are conscious of the time restraints that we've got with regards to messages. But I will always pick this message up with you if you want to direct message me at any other stage. Sandra, let's see who else it is that we're going to go to next, my lovely. I'll give you the opportunity to shout stop to Richard.
Okay, stop. Hi, Liz. Actually, I'm going to stop it, Liz.
Wow, there we go.
I was going to say hi, Liz, and then it sort of, I was taken back to you, Liz. So there, I think it was your pretty picture. I've got lovely pictures coming up tonight. Liz, I've got, again, there's a host of people, but I do have a gentleman that came in, and he was saying that he was dad, and I was getting, I'm not saying this is his name, but I did keep on getting Tom. And what I'd like to say with this gentleman is he's showing me poppies, and I know November is the month for poppies, but there was something significant with this gentleman with poppies. And I think, I'm not thinking, I'm going to go back to maybe a long shot for you or a bit of a memory, but your dad's grandfather. And why he's coming through to you as well is because he wants to give you that red poppy strength. And also he's saying that November is a month for you, a memory month. I'm also getting a lady coming in, and she's dressed in her best hat and coat. Again, we've got the poppies, and she said that she's been to church. Lovely, thank you. She's saying that she's been to church, and she was standing there like that, and she's going back to the time she's telling me when, you know, children used to go to Sunday school, and again we had our faith and we went to church. Why they were coming around you like this, again, they said it is the anniversary, but also they're saying that you really do need a bit of an strength, but you need an emotional upliftment. And she's saying, you know, we don't mean this in a derogatory sense or anything like that. She said, you know, we love you, but emotionally you need some strength, as you said, but you also need some help, some healing, which is on its way, and she's giving it to you. And there's lots of people around you that are also giving you healing, whether you realize this or not. And she's saying that there is somebody on the earth plane that is close to you that is really helping you, and you've got a bit of an issue with a trust at the moment. Your trust was broken. She's saying it was broken, and she's just sort of pushing it away like this and showing me. But she said there is someone around you that is with you that can help you build that trust. And at the moment, you really do need a rock, really, to lean on, someone to lean on to help you. Not to actually, she said, cave in and give everything over to somebody, but just know that you've got that help and love around you on the earth plane and in spirit. She said, we are sending you the people, physical earth plane, that will be able to help you. And at that point, I did feel the voice and the croakiness and the cough. And she's just saying that she was very, very, very croaky. And she's given me that. She's saying it was a condition that was around here. And it did stop her speaking, she's saying. And obviously, you know, she was a lady, as she's saying to me. She said, I was a lady. She said that never used to stop gabbing, always at it. So she said, so, you know, don't expect to be let off the hook now. I'm still going to be doing it to you. So, yes, thank you for the confirmation on that. But she said, and as I said that, she said, well, I told you, didn't I? So, you know, you don't not say no to this lady. And she's also feeding me. She can stay with me, actually, because I'm getting a lovely dinner and a cup of tea, and it's all homemade. And she's just put it in front of you, and it's a Sunday. Well, yes, it would have been a Sunday dinner then. With beautiful Yorkshires and the meat and the potatoes and the vegetables. It's steaming. It smells gorgeous, and you've got fruit. But you won't be able to eat this dinner. But they are healing you, Liz. But she wants to put that in front of you as a memory as well. And it sounds random, but it's not, because it is a memory, especially for you with this roast dinner. And she's also pouring on a lot of gravy. Okay, yes, she was. Sometimes I wish the spirit could still cook in our kitchens or bring it for us.
Oh,
She's
hello.
pouring loads of gravy and the cakes and the pies and a homemade rice pudding with the cinnamon on top. Putting it in the oven. She's doing it on purpose. She really is. So, but what she's doing is putting her arms around you. And I can feel that hug coming around me. And she's just placing her hands there as she's hugging you. And she's just saying, I'm with you, I'm healing you and helping you. And I have this, she's doing the finger and in bad hand, but she's saying, and I have the angels around you. And don't forget, I don't like pointing, but she's telling me I have to. So she might have done that. But I have those angels around you and they are looking after you and I will not let you down. Lots and lots of love. And now she's just sat down, folded her arms like that and sat back. So, but she's giving you that love.
Absolutely. You know what, Sandra? It's funny because she, as I was tapping into her energies, it's very evident about angels and the connection to angels as well. But I feel as though I just want to bring this into Liz's mindset as well, because I feel that Liz has this great belief or this great interest with regards to the angelic realms and all of the different elements that would connect into that. As I was listening into your message and I was getting information dropping in, love my angels, there we go. As I was getting information dropping into my mind, all I kept hearing from the gentleman who I depict as being Dad, Liz, you would understand, all I kept hearing was go back to the books, go back to the books. He was saying it in quite an affirmed voice. He was saying it, I don't want to say that I would have been scared of him when he was on the earth plane, but I know that there was this stance with him that would have almost have come through, that would have made people kind of like sit up and listen. You would understand, you paint angels and connect with Michael. Absolutely. And I was getting, you've just fed the medium, and I can't claim it now, but I was going to say I kept getting the smell of paint being placed under my nose, but I can't claim that one now. But hey ho, I'll stay true to what it is that they share with me always there. But go back to the books, Liz, you would understand. There's the significance and the importance of why he wants to share that with you. I feel this is about further education with regards to your spiritual connections or your spiritual commitments there, you would also understand. Whilst I'm staying on the vein of smelling that artistic paint, I'm also getting the scent of paint that I want to be putting on the homes at walls. So he's giving me an understanding that there must be significant changes in place or going on around you as well. He was strict but softly, absolutely. So I know that he just brings that in with that certain element of force within his tone and context of voice at this moment in time, because this is what you need to hear. Might not be what you want to hear, you would understand, but this is what you need to hear at this moment in time. I also feel that I just want to touch on your hubby at this moment in time. I know he's earthside with you, but I do feel as though I just want to be wrapping up a bit of support around him, you would understand. I'm getting dropped within my own thought and process here that I just want to slow things down around him. I feel as though at this moment in time, he's trying to take on too much. He's trying to deal with too much. This must be within a work capacity, you would understand. I don't want this to be within the home. You do need to paint your house, there you go. But you would understand, I just want to give him a little bit more extra support. I just want to settle and balance out his mindset. So we're asked those healing angels just to wrap around him that extra love and support that it is that he needs. And we will send your lovely visitors back on their way up to the angels and say, God bless you, and thank you so much for giving myself and Sandra the opportunity of working with you.
Okay.
Okay, Sandra, right.
Can I just quickly give Liz, because her mum's taking me on a road trip. Oh, yeah. Bless. We put lots of healing out. But yeah, hubby. Your mum's taking me on, pointing to different places in the country. She's gone up to Scotland, and she's gone over to Ireland, and she is literally hovering me over Southern Ireland, and she's just saying you need. I know you put hubby is ill, but you need at some point to get away, and just to ease your mind and close your mind, but I had to tell you these places, and I also had to tell you that January is very significant as well for you, for an anniversary. There's lots and lots of love for them, and lots of healing and angel help.
Absolutely, absolutely. God bless you, Liz. Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity of working with you. Now, don't generally, well, I've done it a couple of times whilst we've been live on air, and I don't generally make a habit of doing it, but Sandra, I do want to just give you a quick message, if I may, please.
Okay, thank you.
All right, because I've had mum and dad just stand either side of me here.
Thank you.
This evening, okay, and I know at this moment in time, it was very evident earlier. You know, when I said I was drawn to Gypsy Soul Gypsy, Soul Gypsy, when I was drawn to her, your mum stepped in at that point as well,
right? Okay.
And made herself really, really evidently clear to me at that point. But I feel as though I want to go back to my roots there as well. You would understand.
Yeah,
I've got the roaming soul of a gypsy where mum connects, you would understand. Whether or not she had Romany roots, whether or not there were gypsy ties into our bloodstream, but I know that I'm free spirited, very much like a gypsy. Nobody can hold me or pin me down. She was just out there, way ahead of her time. Does this make sense?
Yes, I'll explain it to you at the time, but yes, it does make an awful lot of sense.
Okay, cool. I know that, you know, she would have been the one that would have done the predominance of the talking, because I know Dad's quite happy just to stand back and let her just chat away. But I know that he just comes in with a great sense of just wanting to work with me with regards to the essence of his character, with regards to me being really down to earth, with regards to me being almost pretty much laid back. If he wasn't laid back, he would have fallen asleep at some point. So that's what he makes me feel, God love him. But I do have my shirt sleeves being rolled up by him, which is a trigger to identify. He would have been very manual, he would have been very hard working when he would have been here on the earth playing, God love him. I know I like my shirt open with him. I know I like my vest on that shows underneath as well, that he just wants to bring forward in the essence of the message there. I know that I'm going chest side with him as well. He brings me into my chest as he wants to connect and give me an understanding of how he would have transitioned to spirit. Bless him, God love him. But the real reason that they're just coming in at this moment in time to just bombard and gate crash the show, the real reason that they're just coming in at this moment in time is because they want to tell me, to pass on to you, how incredibly proud they are of the way that you've sculpted the family. I feel as though there's been an awful lot that's dropped onto your shoulders since they've passed spirit side here, and it's almost like you've assumed the head or the responsibility as being the head of the family, and they just want to say well done for what it is that you've done with regards to laying down the roots and the foundations and keeping things strong and tight, you would understand. It's really important to tap on that. And
that's again ties in with what you've just said about roots and stuff.
Good.
But it is Mum's anniversary today.
Bless her. Well, I'm going to send her love. I'm going to send love to Dad. I'm going to send them back off up to the angels, and I'm going to leave their love with you. Okay, now I know that Bill. Richard said that Gypsy was back with us. Is she still here?
Good. Mum, Dad's birthday. Oh, okay, Liz, thank you
Liz
for that
was saying
feedback,
would
Liz.
love to get away. January is Mum and Dad's wedding anniversary, Mum's birthday, and Dad's anniversary of him passing as well. Wow. So lots of perfect tied in information there that they shared with you, which is absolutely lovely. God bless you, Liz. Okay. Shall we see if we can just work back in with Gypsy Soul Gypsy quickly? Let us know, my darling, if you're here. Not many people get a second chance. I'm just building up the energies. I'm just trying to get this lady to step forward again. Okay, we've got the lovely Heavenly Sprinkles who joins here this evening. That's lovely Claire Busfield. She's got her monthly show on SPTV. Sammy Baker is also joining via Facebook. Who else have we got, Sandra?
We've got Hayley, Teresa. Oh, and a lovely frothy pint of beer there on Facebook. Lovely. Corrie Dutton. Hello, Corrie.
Hiya, Corrie. Well. Shelley Perkins is joining via Facebook.
Gemma Crystal, sorry.
Patrick Monaghan. Hello, Patrick. How
Good
are you?
evening.
Okay, so I don't know if Gypsy Soul Gypsy had received the initial part of the information that this lady shared, but there was a significance of me wanting to talk about the boys, or her boys, of the family. There's this dominance and there's this forcefulness with regards to this character with keeping things very much contained with her. I know that I wouldn't have stood on the tall side of life as a lady, and as I say, she was giving me the significance of wanting to place a lot of dark hair on my head with regards to identifying that there would have been a little bit of a help from the dye bottles as well, you would understand. So she would naturally have been jet black within her hair there, but she made me feel as though as she connected with me, I wanted to tap in to Gypsy Soul Gypsy's soul at this moment in time. It's really strange because she's got Soul Gypsy within the surname, but it's almost as though I want to just dig a little bit deeper here, because I want to turn around to you, my darling, and say that I am so incredibly proud of how you have grown into your own. She gives me a great sense of this journey that you've been on and this sense of discovery. I don't know if I feel I want to identify to breaking away or cutting the ties, disconnecting, but you've had to do this all for the purpose of your own good there, you would understand. Again, with yourself, I know that as I connect in with you, I want to say to you, start to tone the light bulb down naturally. And what I mean by that is envisage that you've got your own dimmer switch on that light that it is that you're projecting so freely out to others here. Start to tone it down a little bit. Really, it's been a roller coaster. God bless you. Because you would understand that you are one of these souls that is very, very empathic, and that you pick up on the emotions. You feed, and people feed off of you. And it's all about making sure that we're containing everything within and not giving out far too much. You're giving away far too much, she's making me understand. You're giving away far too much. I know at this moment in time, I want to be saying to you that I want to start earning and making my own money as well. I know that there would have been a significance with regards to this lady being insistent on there being independence within the female members of the family as well, not having to rely on men, you would understand. She stands very firm. She stands very much with her hands on her hips, this lady, and I know that she would have used her hands a lot when she would have spoken as well. She would have been very expressive with the hands. Okay, it's hard. I know it is, my darling, but you know what? There's only one way that we can go, and it's onwards and upwards. We never look back, you would understand. And this lady would have been a pillar of strength, an absolute pillar of strength with regards to making you understand understand your own self, your own capabilities. You always have. Absolutely fantastic. So just know that she stepped in this evening, my lovely, to work here with us, just to give you that gentle push, that gentle confirmation, that gentle affirmation with regards to just carry on regardless of what's going on within your mindset, but dim down that light so you're not attracting too many others. Sandra, what is it that you've got, my lovely?
Hi, I've got two gentlemen actually as a family, and I've got them both coming forward with great strength and love for you. Really saying what Bill said, but they want you to be your own self, because there is a light in there, and that light is coming out, and you are capable of readings, of mediumship, of soul work. Yeah. You know that. You don't need me to actually tell you that, but you do know that, and this is what they're saying. One of the men that's come through, I'm being told dad, and I'm being told brother. I have aunties and uncles. They're all around you, and you know that. But you have got. There is people on this earth plane too for you. And it is difficult. And yes, but we. We do go through patches, but it's just having that trust. And I know when we say we have to have that trust, we probably end up in a pit like up here. But we do manage to get ourselves out of it. We just got to take the shovel with us. And yes, get the divorce final, get it over with, but focus on, in your mind and your heart, your soul, your whole being, on what you're aiming for. Because even though it sounds silly to actually focus on that, you are doing a bit of the bit here, bit there, bit there, bit there, not sure. And it is difficult to settle and actually get that focus on you. Yeah, your confidence has gone, but it's coming back. And that's why they want you to just sit. They said it sounds boring. They know that, and they're laughing. Focus on you. Focus on your soul journey, just you. And then just keep doing it and keep doing it until you feel that taking over. They said you can do it. And they're sort of banging the tables, and we know you can do it. You're on the verge, and then you lost your confidence. So just get back on that, because you're still in there. That person is still in there. And if we've got to put our hands in and pull it out, then fine. But you're there. We know that. We all know that. They know that. And that is what they're doing for you. And when you see an opportunity and then something comes across it and you think, no, that's not right, that's not it, that's not it, have another think, because sometimes you're turning away what is. But it doesn't sound a lot at the time, but it will do, because it'll progress. You know, and this type of work, we don't progress very easily, and we never progress with a load of money, but we do get there. And they are with you, and they are pushing you. And you've got lots of angelics around you, as well as your spirit family. You've got lots of animals around you. You've got so much care. And it's getting to love yourself. Your confidence is still there. Come back out as that person that you were. That's what they want to tell you. So that's with so much love. There's no, you know, they're not having a go or anything like that. They just know. They're just like this. Come on, please, please. We know you can do it. There's people around that can help you, that can get you on that path again. People that you've lost contact with, that you can recontact, that you was doing well with. And they're saying it's all there for you. It's just for you to choose which way you're going to go, and connect again with your star seeds, they say, in your soul. Thank you. Sorry.
Absolutely.
Lots of love.
Absolutely. And I'm going to leave you with this little light of mine. I'm going to let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. And that's the way she's presented it to me there for you, my lovely Gypsy Soul Gypsy. So I hope that that message brings you some guidance and comfort. I'm going to say God bless you from myself and Sandra. And we're going to send these lovely souls back up on their journey to the angels there. And as quickly as that, Mrs. Doughty, we've come to time.
We, Mr. Hughes.
Wow, we
That
have.
went quickly.
However,
Okay.
I've got something a little bit exciting to tell all of these people at home.
Okay, then.
So, do you all want a secret? Shall I let them into the secret?
Go on, then.
Come here, then. Come here, closer to the screen. I'm going to whisper. December the 1st, December the 15th, make a note in your diaries. Collective Consciousness is having a Christmas special. And as always, we're going to bring back a medley of mediums to work on the show. And we're just saying, oh, God, here we go. He's going to give me a load of stress.
Ooh.
I've decided this year, folks, that we would split it into 2 shows so that we didn't have as many mediums on each night. However, what I didn't anticipate was that some of the past guests that have been on Collective Consciousness this last year, what I didn't anticipate was that they all wanted to come back. So producer Richard has very kindly agreed to there being 2 dates. So the 1st of December and the 15th of December. On the 1st of December, we've got Bib Charles, Polly Harnett, Karen Hillier, Wendy Lindsay, Marcus Lapser and Sam O'Neill joining forces to give you combined messages And then on the 15th of December, we've got Deb Clark, Michelle Dearlove Scott, Ellie Charles, Jennifer Rose, Dawn Collinson Quarry, and Wayne Armand to throw into the mix. But as always, I'm going to work them. I'm going to make them work for their earn and their keep. They're going to be pairing up and they're going to be working together in pairs to deliver messages like what myself and Sandra have done here this evening. So please do come back and join us on the 1st and the 15th of December. But until then, let's just slip back over to our lovely guest who's been here this evening, Sandra Doughty. Sandra, God bless you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I've just seen Liz. Good night. Good night.
Oh, bless her. Bless her.
That was lovely.
So once again, just tell everybody at home where it is that they can find you on Facebook.
And Facebook, Sandra Doughty Medium, or go to the Spirit Messengers group, and either Maria or myself will accept you on the group, and then you'll get update of our little venture that's currently on.
Perfect. Good luck with that. I wish you the very best of luck. I hear that you've got a medium coming to serve in January that might be familiar.
Well, we have, but we're not too sure about him really. He might be a bit rough around the edges.
I think he is. He's a bit South London. He's bald-headed and he wears glasses, isn't he? Yeah, I don't know who that is. Anyway, it's not Ian Mason. Richard.
You better turn up.
Anyway, guys, to all of you at home, God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much for holding space here on the channel and with Collective Consciousness this evening. God bless each and every one of you that have shared this live stream out there. And I'll see you on the 1st of December with the first lineup of the medley of mediums. But until then, may the love and light of spirit be with each and every single one of you. Good night. God bless. And once again, Sandra, God bless you. And thank you so much.
Thank you.
God bless.
Lovely.